How's it? Hang loose. Longus Max here with the second review of Andoer 4K digital camcorder, 48 megapixels and touch panel control. Okay, try to make this as brief as I can, but I want to try to go over some stuff. Okay, it's in this frame, which doesn't come with it, but there's the camera, and it does come with a microphone, and the microphone will have a battery charge when it arrives. But I'm not going to use the microphone right now. You can amp up the decibels or cut it down depending on your ambient needs. I'm going to set it in the middle. This is the audio out, little cord, and the audio in is about here, and that's about that. I'm not going to go into that too much, but the audio does work, and it also has a built-in microphone as well. Okay, when we open up the side panel, here we have the inner parts right inside the panel. There's a rubber flap that goes over these ports here. This is high definition. This is the in and out, and this is the audio in. So this one would go in there. It's a little awkward because it's right at that edge where that flap is. So make sure you push it all the way in when you use the audio external microphone. Because one time I had it, it wasn't plugged in all the way, and I wasn't getting audio. Plug it in all the way, it works just fine. This cord here, you can export video files you took, or you can turn off the camera and leave it plugged into a power source, whether it can either be your computer or a plug. This goes into the camera, and the other side's a USB port. So it's power and transfer files. Now here's the on-off. This one will put a display, and it's also dealing with the Wi-Fi, which is more specific to a tablet or a mobile phone. Up here is playback mode, and over here, if you click on this, it's night vision on. Click it again and it'll go off. And over here is a timer thing. And you can also click down or up with exposure value, EV. You can make it lighter or darker. Okay, that's pretty much that with the manual plugging. Up on the top, you can switch modes. You can put it into camera and telephoto and wide angle. Alright, but this is what I want to get into here. Alright, let's balance this right. This is the display. Let's see if I can get a better angle here. The display. Okay, I'm going to try to show you what I figured out so far. Let's give it a good, just a little view. I'm going to have a background so you can see this stuff. I don't want to do. Zoom it in a little bit. Wait, that's not doing it. That's better, actually. Okay, get on with it. Alright, here's your basic display. Now, what I'm using here is just one of these little pens that you can move things with. It's like a pointer pen for cell phones and stuff like that. Sometimes it's better than, the ends of my fingers can be too thick and can't get to it. But these actually seem to be working pretty good, so I'm going to use this. So over here's the battery. You press it, nothing. Over here is the SD card. You press it, it says insert SD card. But I do believe there's one in there. I don't know why it's doing that. Right now, look, it says slow ×2. and up here is 12, 16, 42. And I believe that's how much time is left that you can record. Up here, there's a video camera. Press it once, and now it's a still shot camera. Press it again, it's back. Oh, right there, it's on playback. So press this again, press this again. That's a still camera. Here's the EV, exposure value, and I can press it and go down, and notice it getting darker. And then it goes through and it cycles to the highest one. I keep pressing it, and I'm back to 0.0, or that neutral balance. Now right here, with that little red, it means this is off. This is the night vision. Click it, night vision. So there's a little infrared in the front of the camera. You can accentuate it by having an infrared flashlight, but it has an average infrared in the front, which will do the job in a small room. Put it on again, and it's back. Over here is the menu, but first let's look what this is. Capture mode. This is with the camera. So you click on this, 10-second timer, 5-second, 2-second, single take. And when you're done with this menu, you just press OK, and it'll go back. Resolution. What's the resolution for this camera? These are the single shots, right? 48 megapixel, or 48, yes, 48 megapixel. So the size, and you have the resolution. Sequence. Press it, on and off. Let's leave this off. Sequential shots, quality of shot. Find normal economy. Let's leave that normal. Now notice, you got 4 selections, but go down here, and this menu has a scroll down. Sharpness, white balance. So this might be appropriate. So if it's indoors, if it's cloudy, yeah, it's a little better. Sorry about that. Okay, so move my little finger behind this door. Sometimes it's a little easier to press with this. So white balance, you can go automatic, daylight, cloudy, tungsten. So you select one. I'll put it on auto, and then press OK. Closes the window. So let's move, and then I guess you can go ISO. So don't forget to scroll down. You got the whole list. And that's ISO. It goes back to exposure. Okay, so let's get out of, when you get out of this menu, you press this one down in the lower left. And it's not doing it with this pointer. And it's out. So notice it's 36 megapixels because it's on the camera, and it's on this one. Really down there is a timestamp, today's date and the time. Menu. Oh, this is a playback. I will just show you the playback. This is the slow motion because I'm going to put it out of slow motion. So here's one small clip that I made. That is the slow motion of a similar clip without slow motion. This is how fast I was moving it. Play. Try to get that little corner. Nope. That's how fast I was moving that. And then if you see this other clip, it would slow it down. Get it to play. Come on. That little corner button there is playing. So that jumpy clip, this is the same motion I did, and that's how much it would slow it down. But there's a selection. So it's slowed down half. So now this one here with that little red mark means it's off. It's night vision. Click it. There's night vision. So it's using the little IR in the front. Click it back. Regular. and went through that. Now here's the, go back, there's the menu. Go menu. Oh, no, wait. Just below it, menu. Now there's resolution, loop recording, which is off. I have the HD resolution on. You have to go click to get out of there. There's motion detection. Date stamp, I have that on. So it's making the date stamp. Time-lapse video. Here's slow motion. Let's scroll down to it. Slow motion. And I'm going to turn that off. And select OK. And you can put your audio on or off. And over here, the Wi-Fi, like I said, for the tablet and such. You can adjust your date and time. If you want to have it auto power off, turn. I want to have it turn off in 3 minutes or something. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can have it turn off. And of course you can have your beep sound on or off. I kept it off, but I think I'll turn it back on just until I get the real hang of this. Now apparently this is one of 3, so I'm going to go over here, resolution. Oh, it's another way of scrolling through this. Wi-Fi, daytime, scrolling down. Beat, language, frequency. Not quite sure. This 50 hertz frequency. I think that might be for that Wi-Fi bit. I'm not sure on that one. And of course, format. Nope. That's frequency. Format. Card. That's if you want to format your card, so be careful. Data will be deleted. Cancel. Okay. Might erase all your stuff, so careful there. Default settings, if you want to go back to your, and this tells you what version you have. And, oh, you have to OK it to exit. And that's about it. Now, when you turn this off with the power button on the side here, it definitely just says bye-bye. Hold, press and hold. Bye-bye. And I'll give a little show of HD and 2K, 4K, and some NightShot stuff. That's about it right now. Thanks. Okay, one more thing I need to show is right back here. There's the audio port. It's behind that flap. Okay, this is the closing flap that goes across here. Audio port, and this is where you connect it to your computer. And you'll be using the cord that comes with it, which has these two. One's USB and the other is that end. So I'm gonna quickly plug this in and show you this other portion. Alright, see the screen? Alright, it's plugged in on this end. Now, the other side, I'm going to plug it in the USB. Excuse me. I'm going to plug the USB into the USB port on the computer right here. And watch. All of a sudden, it'll show you this, which says mass storage or PC camera. And in this case, mass storage is selected, and that's what you want. You're just using it as a mass storage, and then you just pull those files shown on your computer right off, so you don't have to take out the SD card every time. Okay, so this is 1920 1080 with 60 frames per second. Alright. Now I'm going to tone down the exposure value. And then the sky comes into view. And this is in camera while it's rolling, as you can see. Adjust it just to what you want. Now I'm going to try the other one, see if I can change it in camera. No. It won't let me do it. I have to turn it off to change the resolution. Okay, this is the 4K, the 2880, 2160, but it's also 24 frames a second. A little bit of not as smooth. I don't mean by holding it still. Across the rock, see a little bit of a 24 frame a second effect there. And once again with the exposure value, turning it down, and we're turning it up. Get it just right in between. And that's that. 24 frames a second at 4K. This is great for just a nice, still, or less motion shot. Moving around though, you might want to knock it down to 2K.